Welcome back. Been working on getting a bunch of tin made up. Got a bunch of cassiterite in here cooking up to tin. It's like the one ore that I don't electrolyze, centrifuge, whatever to get down. I do not need all that much oxygen, and well, you know, always need more tin. Still have all this freaking limonite to go through, which I need the hydrogen out of. But I need more tin cells to hold the oxygen, or I need to use them. But I got a bunch of iron made up, a little bit more steel made up. Got just about everything moved over here. I set this up for making carbon mesh, and I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. I've got palladium, which I can now make into nuggets. I just got to smelt it down. So that's what I'm going to do, and then put a nugget in here, and that'll give me like 80% back on it. I haven't moved my furnaces down here that are being powered through this thing over here, because I don't do too many things that I only need to do one thing of. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make a powered furnace, or a regular furnace from Gregtech. I also haven't moved my cutting machine, but I'm trying to use up the little bit of lubricant I got left in there, and I still want to use up as much of this as possible. I've got almost all of it done, so it'll be moving pretty soon. If I had less glue and more lube, I wouldn't be so worried about that. I do still have this in here, and my lava stuff, all my generators, and this big boy that's got to move. But the cracking machine I'm not really worried about until I get where I need to need it, when I'm going to need it. Most of my ore storage will stay over here, I'm thinking. I do need to move my graphite dust here, and like the doors and stuff like that, and both of these still need to move, but most everything is out of here. And then I get to decide if I'm leveling this place or if I'm putting the power over there and leveling that one. I think I'm going to leave this one and level that one. I also added a mod to the mod pack. I don't know if it's actually needed for the purpose that it was suggested for, but when I get into AE2, it might be a good idea to have it. Alright, so let me look here. Carbon. Thank you. The mod I added is immersive integration. It adds a little bit of stuff mainly for integrating with immersive engineering and IE or AE. It adds these Fluix wire coils, dense Fluix wire coils, ME dense wire connectors, and Fluix dense wire coils, a redstone wire coil. These LV capacitors in a box, not real sure. I think they're just handheld power. There's a redstone wire connector, LV induction, MV induction, and HV induction charger. These basically you can stand on or throw items on and they will charge from the power that's in. And then you got the transformers for ME. These are to extend your posts so you can have more places to connect wires and stuff to. And then there's a heated coke oven wall, and I have no idea how this thing works and probably will not check it out because I have my Gregtech Pyrolux oven down there, so no real need to check that out. I do have it in evolving technology, so I might check it out in there. Also, I upgraded IE, and one thing that's kind of going to overlap is that this one is the one that added the where is it? Should be in here. Metal press. This thing. It makes gears, rods, and plates. The only issue I have with it is the fact that it will do plates and rods and gears of things that even high voltage, that you need a high voltage extruder to do, like neodymium rods and enderium plates, stuff like that, that you need this for. This upgraded you wouldn't need if you made that. So for this pack I might go in and edit some of that stuff out. I'm not sure yet. Alright, so we got 28 raw carbon. I'm making my item filters. And so how many of these do I have here? I need 16 and 4 of them per. So I have enough for 3, which I think is about what I need. So let's see here. I think I have some zinc already cooked up. Let me go look here. That should be about what I need. I might as well use this. I gotta switch it over anyways for foil. And I got this back here. It's running great. Basically, these item filters I'm making is so I can move this thing. I want to put it up here somewhere. And I still got to make all the pipes to run my dust out of, because right now all my dusts are coming into either this chest or this chest. So I still need to fix that a bit, but everything else is pretty good right now. Just throw them in there, it does its thing, throws it in that barrel behind it. Let's see, we got 12 plates, and that's gonna make my foil I need. What is this chest doing here? There's nothing in it. Why did I just put my chainsaw in it? Alright, we can throw you over here. I actually lost something the other day. I cannot figure out where I put it. And now I can't remember what it was I lost, but something got lost in the move. I can't remember where I put it, and I've been working on getting some plastic sheets made up. I've almost gone through the naphtha that I have back here. Been going through it like crazy, which I think I'm going to have to put some more oil in pretty soon. And I still got to get the rest of this setup taken care of. I've got everything down to this point where I get the nitric acid. I just got to run the nitric acid out and to the place I'm going to use it. I just haven't decided yet exactly where I'm going to do that at, because it does kind of need to be part of this processing chain, but this thing is getting a bit monstrous, so I don't really know if I want to add much more right here to it, or if I want to put it either back there or down here or something. Also brought both these over and hooked them up, as I want to get started on Galacticraft pretty soon. I just want to get the rest of everything moved and probably get my power building built before I actually start in on Galacticraft stuff. Let's check and see if my foil is done. And it is. So I can get these put together. Where is the... There's my regular assembler. And now that'll make my item filters. And like I said, I don't think I'm going to use a buffer. I think I'm just going to make 3 of them to feed into that, because there's not going to be a lot of dust just sitting around. Once I get 9 of them, they're going in. And after I do that, I want to get the dust collection area set up. I'm still kind of deciding where I want to put that. I was thinking about using this for it, but I'm going to have like pipes that come over to this area, because there's stuff over here that's not going to be up there. Mainly like the lazurite dust, the lapis dust, the redstone dust, the coal dust. You know, those aren't elements, so they won't go up there. Also the brown limonite, the yellow limonite, stuff like that that's still waiting to be electrolyzed or centrifuged won't be up there. So it's going to take a lot of pipes to get this part made. And I might actually get into AE2. I'm not sure, because I could use it to get the stuff over here a little bit better. I don't mind using the Gregtech pipes. They're very lagless. They don't give a whole lot of lag off, so I don't really mind using them. And it's just copper and zinc to make those, or gold and silver if I want to upgrade them to electrum. And I've got plenty of gold, and I can make more silver. I got that galena vein I can finish tapping out. Let's see if my item filters are done yet. Don't look like they're completely done yet. Yep, 2 of them. And that's pretty much what I've been doing here. Just kind of trying to get settled in yet. Don't have a whole lot to show you here, but I wanted to bring you guys back, show you what I have been up to. I got my power coming in 2 phases here, and got a pretty good amount in there. Just got to keep an eye on that thing. That's producing most of my power right now, because I'm not using a whole lot of it. And then every now and then I got to kick this thing on, but right now it's out of juice. But I want to get my field set up to feed it pretty soon. I've got the harvester in there. I just got to bring it out and decide what I'm going to use. I have noticed that IC2 crops on the server having like a mixture of either potatoes or sugarcane and pumpkins or melons work really well, but I haven't decided on that yet. And I think I'm going to make me a forestry farm next time, or before next time. I just got to decide where I'm going to put it. It's probably going to go in this area. I'm thinking about using this crevice I got right here, and just kind of build it right here in this little area right here. And then all the trees can look like they're growing naturally on the ground. I'll just have to dig and put the bricks underneath them, and that'll kind of fill in a little bit of this crevice that I really don't need open here in my backyard. And I can't remember if I showed you guys, but I brought over my small windmill from the windmill, and that's pumping the pump that's creating all my water for inside there, and made the second advanced windmill finally for the windmill. And I just came this way and can't get over. Forgot all about that. I got to use a bridge. It's actually a good thing I made this bridge now, because unless I go around that building, this is the only way to get into the factory, is to cross this bridge here. Because I got it blocked off here, because I kept having creepers coming up the side here, and I got it blocked off there. But I do believe that this building is going to go down, and I'm going to put my power there. And now that I'm pretty much moved in, we can actually start going forward with getting some work done in this world here, instead of just moving for months and months and months. But you can see from over here, I got my second windmill up there, so creating more power in there for making my biomass and my biodiesel and my ethanol. I'm gonna need to up my ethanol once I make that tree farm. Check on my tropicals every now and then. I want to get me a bee suit made eventually. I haven't had one of them in a long time. And what does my clay bee need that it ain't got? Don't they take regular flowers? There's no regular flowers over here. Yeah, I like it that I can now keep them in a jungle. And I was asking Quiet on the server the other day, there's a set of goggles for forestry. And there was an update that came out here about 10-11 days ago that fixed something in multiplayer with them. And I didn't even know they existed. And I had asked him, what in the hell you needed them for, because they're supposed to point out these leaves here. I was like, well, all you gotta do is look at the tree and you can see them. But now that I look at the maple, I don't think I can tell if any of those are crossbred or not. So I think I might have to make a pair of them and check them out, see how they work. And I'm going to try to get my mod pack recompressed and put in either to this one or the next one. That way you guys have the new mod and the update. Still says no flower. Don't know what else it would be wanting. I don't remember clay bees taking a different flower. I might actually have to make a bee analyzer to figure that out, because I haven't used any modest here to need cactus. And I usually don't make bee analyzers very much. I still haven't got one on the server yet. And JJ made me a thumbnail for the server videos now. I finally got a nice picture for him to use. I hadn't found one I wanted to take yet, and finally got one taken, so finally got that done, so all the thumbnails will look the same for the server videos now. Go through all these guys. I really need to start actually working with these a little bit more, mainly automating them a little bit, but I haven't really needed anything yet. But now that I notice that I have to have regular combs, dripping combs, and or I don't have to have the dripping combs, but I do have to have the two bigger bees, the Imperial and Industrial. I really probably ought to get to work on that and just throw all these in here, except for the tine. I want to set up a way to use these with crushed ore to work with these, kind of like what I do with the crops on the server. But I think that's going to be about it for today. I just wanted to show you guys that I got this set up. Basically, this is a medium voltage wire right behind here, and there's a medium voltage transformer behind here, and I just put a low voltage transformer below it, ran zinc wire underneath it, and that spot that it's sitting on is the only spot that is open. That way I can have a low voltage right in the middle of my medium voltage here. Or actually, no, there isn't a transformer there because that is still medium voltage. It's just under the wire. That's right, the transformer is actually over here. So I guess I was actually wrong. It's been a couple days since I set it up. Alright, looks like my naphtha is all gone through here, and I got 28 more plates. That's what the reason I'm making that is to make pipes to pipe this nitric acid. I just got to decide where I'm going to put it, because I want to use the plastic fluid pipe, but I'm probably going to use the tiny ones. So that's going to be 38 plastic pipes I can make, or 28 plastic pipes I can make. And like I said, I just got to decide where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to work on getting this dust packager put in with filters and things. I'll show you where I decided and how I decided to do that in the next one. And I might do that tomorrow. I'm not quite sure yet if I'm going to be back in here or in Gregtech 6. So have a good one. Take it easy. I will see you guys later.